orange-cardamom butternut squash. For this recipe, you'll need an orange, cardamom pods, black peppercorns, salt, butternut squash, olive oil, and honey. You could also prepare this with sweet potatoes or another variety of winter squash, such as delicata or acorn. The first step is to remove this cardamom seeds from the cardamom pods. This is the best way I know to do it. Just use a meat mallet or a hammer to gently tap the pods to crack open and then remove the seeds. Next, combine your spices and the salt and orange zest in a mortar and pestle or in a spice grinder. If you're using a spice grinder, don't add the orange zest just yet. You want to grind the spices because they're dry and then transfer the mixture to a bowl and stir in the orange zest. Otherwise, the oils and the orange zest will muck up your grinder. But if you're using a mortar and pestle, you can just combine everything together and then grind it. You want the mixture to be well combined, but it doesn't have to be super fine. A little texture is actually desired. The next step is to prepare the squash. You could use the already prepped butternut squash available in the produce department at many grocery stores, but I like the texture and the appearance of rounds of squash. Combine the squash in a bowl with a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, give everything a good toss to coat it well, and then add the spice mixture and toss again to combine. Arrange the squash on a parchment-lined baking sheet. You want it as close to a single layer as possible, but if a few of the pieces are overlapping slightly, that's fine. That's not going to interfere with it roasting. But you wouldn't want it piled on top of each other. Scrape up any bits of seasoning that are left in the bowl and sprinkle that on top too, because you want all of that flavor. Roast the squash at 425 degrees until tender and well browned, up 25 to 40 minutes. I like mine on the browner end, so I leave it in a bit longer. To finish, drizzle everything generously with honey. The sweetness of the honey ties together all of the flavors and really brings out the flavor of the squash without being cloyingly sweet. So I do recommend you use the honey. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more recipes and cooking videos, visit us at arkansasonline.com/cooking.